What's happening, SVP here? Welcome to Trinity-Pawling's most comprehensive sports show, TP Nation, with your hosts, Mike McQuade and Charlie Duggan.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to Trinity-Pawling Sports Nation. I'm your host, Mike McQuade, along here with Charlie Duggan. This week we have a recap of the varsity winter sports here. First is hockey. First, they had a tough game against Deerfield on Saturday with a 4-2 loss, and Mitch Bound getting his second start of the year in net. Then followed by that on Wednesday, Trinity-Pawling faced a tough team against Salisbury, number 1 ranked in New England, and they had a tough game with Matt Ernster with the only goal, a redirect goal by Cam Grillo with the assist, and they lost 6-1. But tune in Friday night against Lawrenceville. Will be a whiteout game for the Pride here. And Donnie, what do you think about the Friday night game?
Yeah, it's going to be a very exciting game. TP Spirit weekend this weekend, so fans are going to be wearing all white. Pride coming off back-to-back losses in front of their home crowd. I think they're really going to want to pick up a W.
Thank you, Donnie.
All right, in basketball news, the Pride had a successful week going 2-0 with a 74-40 victory over Kent and a 56-50 win against Avon. These two wins bring their record to 8-5 on the season. Against Kent, Hayden Peak had 15 points, Corey Lee had 12 points, and Sam Peak added 12. Against Avon, Brandon Redendo had 18, Nikkei Ruddy had 15, and Kevin Keneally added 11 boards. This Saturday, the Pride go on to take Taft, looking to build on their 8-5 record. Mike, what do the Pride have to do to win that game?
Well, the Pride be coming off a hot start, 2-0 right now in the win streak, and I think a lot of young players have stepped up, especially Hayden Peak, a sophomore, dropping 15 points. That's huge, so I think a lot of people know their roles now, and the Pride will start getting into the groove. In squash news, last Saturday, the Pride took on Brunswick with a 6-1 loss, and Huma-Biquette having the only win for the Pride. But this past Wednesday, the Pride also took on Canterbury with a 4-3 loss, with Joe Weber, Huma-Biquette, Abdullah also having wins. So the squash team now is 0-8, and their next game will be next Saturday against Westminster. And Donnie, what are a couple things the squash team needs to do in order to get their first win?
Yeah, well, to get their first win, the Pride were a really young team, and they're led by the Egyptian duo Abdullah and Huma-Biquette, twin brothers. And as long as they're rolling, they really put the team on their back. I think they can get a couple other people to win. I think they're going to be able to get their first win. In wrestling this past weekend, the Pride had a fairly successful Saturday, going 3-0 against Avon, Hopkins, and Loomis. Against Avon, they had a 48-36 victory. Against Hopkins, a 46-36 victory. And against Loomis, 31-27. Dave Bancroft picked up wins in all three, and Bim Janek added 2. These 3 wins brings the Pride record to 7-3, and stay tuned this Saturday when they will go against Hotchkiss and Canterbury, and which should be an exciting meet. Thanks for tuning in to TP Sports Nation with your hosts, Charlie Duggan and Mike McQuade. We'll catch you next week. Thank you.